blend it up. Stop looking soft. Stop looking weak. Stop looking sloppy, man. I'm here with my brothers today, man. Over here, I got my brother Santino in the building right now. My boy Jameel, the half of the collective. These guys, it's amazing. Today, we're going to give you guys motivation. You know what I'm saying? Why are you broke? Why you broke? What are you complaining about? Huh? What is you complaining about, man? The greatest gift, the greatest accomplishment, the greatest happiness is to wake up in the morning. It's to wake up in the morning. When you wake up in the morning as a man, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do, you get on your knees. Matter of fact, you go under your bed. If you got a slippers, grab it from under your bed, put your knees into your slippers, look in the air and say, God, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. Thank you for peace. Thank you for love. Thank you for family. Thank you for the things I never had. Thank you for me waking me up this morning. Thank you. Be gratitude. Show some gratitude. Show appreciation. Thank you for the house. The shirt to some people in Africa that are laying on the floor. Some kids, 6, 7 years old. Mom just left them because she came to provide for them. She came to take care of them. And you wake up in the morning whining, complaining, whining, tossing and turning, flipping the remote, blaming everybody around you for your failure, blaming everybody around you for your downfall. Oh, my mother ain't give me no education. My mother wasn't there. My mother was on drugs. My mother left my father. My father wasn't there. He left. You know what I'm saying? Blaming these people, holding to grudges, holding on to something that don't exist. These people bring you in the world. That's the biggest gift they could ever give you. You know what I'm saying? They don't owe you nothing. Nobody owe you nothing. You know what I'm saying? But enough is enough. Because today, we're going to give you information. My brother, they're going to provide you with an information that's going to change your life, that's going to change your situation, that's going to change your living condition. It don't matter. It don't matter. This is what it is. I'm going to tell you right now. I want you to look at me. I want you to look at me. It doesn't matter where you at right now in life. It doesn't right now. All you gotta do is have that right information. All you gotta do is throw that first punch. All you gotta do is take that first step. It doesn't matter your situation right now. Your circumstances, whatever you at, whatever environment you're in, you can grow. What we gotta do right now, what the collective, what the half of the collective about to give you right now, the information about to give you right now, they're about to plant a seed into your stomach, and you about to get fortune. You about to flourish. You working a 9 to 5 right now, you're making a living. But we want you to make a fortune. We want you to live the lifestyle you want to what? We want you to wake up in the morning, take your family to vacation. We want you to wake up right now and tell your job, hey, yo, I don't have to get up. Because the information they're about to provide for you, it's going to change your entire life. My brother Santino, I'm going to start with you, bro. I'm going to start with you, man. Because what you've done to the culture, what you've done to society, what you've done in this world, you are inspiration, you are motivation to a lot of people. You got people out here right now that never been to jail. You got people out here that got the green card, that got the social security card, that are born in this country, a citizen. You got people that came from another country, that got everything, that have jobs, that got everything, but they're still broke. They're still whining. They're still complaining. You came from the system, man. Ain't nobody, 95%, matter of fact, 99%, nobody be in the federal government. You know what I'm saying? You went out far with a confidence. You know what I'm saying? You believe in yourself so much. You believe in your grind. You believe in God so much. You went in there with a right mindset and said, I'm going to beat this guy. I'm going to beat these people. And you came home. Not even when you came home, you sat down and complained and said, I'm home now. What's next? Yeah. You came and you changed the game. You came home with information. You came home to provide information to your brothers and sisters that have been lost. Tell them about the ups and downs. Tell them about your story. I want to know about your story. I want to know the backstory. I want to know the sentence. I want to know the backstory. I want to know what grew you, what developed you, what give you that mindset, that switch to say, you know what? The hell with the street life. I'm coming home. I'm not going back to what got me here. I'm moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Talk to the people that need that motivation, champ.
Hey, listen, man, the first thing is self-love. Self-love. That's what I realized, bro. I realized I didn't love myself. We talked about this, because we come from the same circumstances, same background. I didn't love myself. There's no way in the world I'm running the streets. I'm putting myself at risk. I'm carrying guns. I'm with people carrying guns. And I'm doing all of these things, joking with danger, tampering with death, the whole time throwing rocks at the penitentiary. How could I possibly love myself? So when I was sitting in solitary confinement in the feds for another act of lack of self-love, you know, getting into some act of violence with somebody, I'm sitting in a cell, and I just started to think, man, like, what am I doing, man? How am I in a situation where I got one state offering me life and another state saying, just take this 20? Damn. They flying me back and forth on this raggedy ass plane from Newark, New Jersey to, you know, Oklahoma, and then back to Pennsylvania on a bus. And I just started to think to myself, why are you going through all of this? For some money? Chase it. For some money? Chase and then something. I realized it wasn't for the money. Because if it's $1 in the world, that means there's probably only one way to make it. But since there's billions of dollars in this world, there's billions of ways to make them. And I started to realize that as I'm fighting my case on a 9th grade education, federal law consists of 10 million words. You know, you was in there. 10 million words that I definitely didn't comprehend, didn't understand. So just imagine being in a position, right, where you know you lack the education, but you know you need to gain that education in order to get your way, in order to get your freedom back. I'm sitting here facing life. These people telling me life. Or you could take this 40. You could take this 40 right now, we don't even have to go to trial. So when you sitting in a situation like that, I realize that we don't truly know who we are till we face a crisis. So in that same crisis, many people did many things to get over it. Some people quit, some people give up. Some people give up, some people forget about being accountable and want to blame others. I couldn't blame nobody. Nobody told me to go up to Pittsburgh with a car full of heroin. The prosecutor didn't tell me that, the judge didn't tell me, and the feds damn sure didn't invite me up there. You know? So when you think about that and you become accountable, that become your biggest strength. Because now you have nobody else to look towards to help you out. See, we seem to, like you talked about gratitude and blaming. When we blame others, we also look towards them for our solution. I made it so I was my only solution because I was my problem. So in that, I gained the confidence that now, you know what? I could go break this law library open and go find my secrets that I could go unlock this treasure. I'm gonna do it regardless of what. I'm gonna look at this every day. I don't care about the monster I'm up against. And then at the same time, after I went through all of that, and I sat in my mind, I tattooed on my brain the outcome that I wanted to see. My toughest fight, Jameel, was being optimistic every day. Waking up in the morning in prison, 5 in the morning, you know when they bust them doors. You know you might not like your cellie. You might still have an attitude from last night. And you wake up naturally in a pessimistic atmosphere. So how do I walk amongst people who got life for drugs that ain't never coming home? Yeah, for drugs. Who ain't never coming home, who've been trying to fight forever to get out. How do I wake up and convince myself that I'm gonna be the one to do it? We talked about yesterday. People being your greatest resource. Right? So check this out. All the guys that had millions of dollars still in there that had life sentences, they couldn't pay nobody to get out. I did it with no money, no know-how. 9th grade education from every ghetto you from. And I managed to rise above that for one thing, my mindset. I tricked myself into believing that this is the outcome I'm gonna have. So every morning I woke up fighting against pessimism. I used to go talk to the guys who lost. I used to go talk to the jailhouse lawyers that couldn't get themselves home, just so I could have a devil's advocate. I wanted them to tell me that I wasn't gonna go out, that it wasn't gonna happen. I wanted them to tell me that.
So the feel, you need that feel.
So once I fixed that thought in my mind, now I took it a step further. I said, okay, Sam, you know you coming home. Because this is what you told yourself. and your actions are following it. Naturally, listen, the laws of attraction has nothing to do with anything except the thoughts that you bring into yourself. You pull that stuff from you know, if you're a spiritual person or not, whatever you're thinking. This is why rappers, because of what they rap, if they rap streets and violence, it eventually introduces itself to them.
Yep.
Because this is what's on your mind.
Yeah.
So now, I knew I was coming home, Jameel. So now, I said, you know what? I gotta get every single skill these people got in here. I got kitchen certifications. I got construction certifications. Yeah. I didn't plan on going home and being a construction worker or a kitchen worker. Yeah. But I needed to arm myself. See, the problem with a lot of us is you talk about gratitude. We want the $100,000 job, but we not $100,000 job ready. We don't have a $100,000 job mindset, but we want the $100,000 job. So like Champ said, we waking up complaining about shit we can change. So now I said to myself, you know what? Okay, these skill sets is cool. And I noticed, Champ, when you set yourself up mentally, right? When you have a particular mindset, you don't have to ask for things. Your creator's gonna bring them in your life because you're moving in that direction. So now I happen to see a homeboy of mine that said he was on his way somewhere. I said, where you going? You know, in the feds, they got little mesh bags and book bags, all type of stuff you don't like. You don't normally know is there. I said, where you going? He said, I'm going to a stock class. I said, a stock class? He said, yeah, stock investment. You know, investing in companies like Apple, you know, Amazon, stuff like that. Yeah, in federal prison. You know how the camp, it looks like a college campus. They call that 15-minute move. Everybody on all 5 units got 15 minutes to get wherever, to medical, kitchen, gym, whatever, before they shut the compound down. He's going to a stock class. I said, how can I get involved in this, Jameel? He said, well, the guy who teaches it is on your unit. It was a rap from there. Wow. So, in the beginning, my thought was, how am I gonna learn stocks?
Now you got a
I got kicked out of every school I ever went to. I've been in foster homes. My mother been dead broke forever. She was always, you know, fighting against time to get some cash. How am I gonna do this? How can I learn stocks? I got a 9th grade education. Man, the same way I was fighting that case. I used the same mindset. I wasn't no lawyer.
Listen, man, listen.
I haven't been to college for 8 years. I didn't go to Boston University like my rival. It was my mindset.
That changed.
I was not gonna let a lack of self-love, a lack of confidence stop me from getting home to my only child. Stop me from getting home to my mother who seems to get older every time she comes visit me. Stop me from getting back at this prosecutor that just want to bully me and tell me, you know, if you tell, you could come home. Nah, I don't have to tell. I'm accountable. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold you accountable. Because I understand what I did was wrong, but the way you went about getting me was wrong. So during that whole time, I knew, Champ, for one, I had to humble myself. Don't come home and play hero. That's the first thing we do, coming from this lifestyle we come from. We gotta take care of everybody. No. My plan was to be on my mother's couch for 2 years. It only lasted 6 months. So because of what I learned in jail, because of my stock education, because of my economic education, but more importantly, because of my trading education. Because it's a difference in long-term investing where you're just buying shares of Apple, you own Apple, and you building wealth long-term. No, me and this man snatch money out the market every day. That's a different skill set. So I learned that skill set. So that 2-year plan on my mother's couch not only turned to 6 months, but I went from living in one town to one of the best towns you could live in New Jersey. In 4 years, no drug dealing, no manipulating, no scamming, no scheming, strictly on my mindset. It's not even the fact that I learned how to trade stocks. Because the mindset I had, a lot of people say, Sam, damn, man, good thing. Matter of fact, you said this, Champ. Good thing you learned how to trade stocks, man. I said, nah, Champ. I would have been the best McDonald's worker you ever seen. Because it's not about money, it's about self-love.
Self-love. You found that.
If I'm gonna put myself back in these predicaments for money, what am I saying about myself, man? So then, you know, just so happened this man became one of my mentors when I got out. from a totally different background. I'm gonna let him speak to y'all, man. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, Jameel. Tell them about your background, man.
Tell them, man.
Talk to the people, man. Let's motivate the people, Jameel.
Tell them, you know what I'm saying?
One trade away, man.
One trade away challenge, man. Listen, he talks about gratitude. My brother talks about gratitude. The way we met each other, I'm extremely thankful for. So how the universe works, how like books and people, you know, come into your life at the right time. So how I met this man, it goes back to 2019, where I first met his mentor in the federal penitentiary, who was mentoring him on that stayed on his unit. And I was teaching in Richfield Park, New Jersey. I was teaching a class. And I don't know, y'all was already out, right?
Yeah, we both already out.
Okay, so I was teaching his mentor at an institution in Richfield Park, New Jersey. And, you know, just we vibed together, we bonded together, and I was teaching him for like a year and a half. And then Clubhouse came out.
Wow.
You know, Clubhouse came out.
Yeah,
Clubhouse. And I'm an Android user. I was on, you know, an Android system, and you know, I ended up getting a phone, an iPhone, and an iPhone to get on Clubhouse, and you know, just like, you know, my background is sports, man. You know, I've been an athlete since I was 5 years old. Into martial arts, and then, you know, football and basketball. I've just been an athlete, so it's like one of those sayings, like, game recognizes game, real recognizes real. So we was in a room talking, and just the language that we were using, we connected on the back end. And his story that he told me, it was like deja vu. From Jersey, did Fed time, you know, beat the system, and I was like, yo, you sound like a fighter. You sound like a fighter. You sound like this brother I know. I was like, yo, you know this brother named Gershon? He was like, yeah, that's my man.
3 people from 3 different places: Asbury Park, New Jersey; Northern New Jersey, where we from; and New York.
And I was like,
books and people, man. When you in motion, this is what happens.
This is what happened. And he didn't say nothing, you know, Gershon didn't tell him anything about me. You know, and we just connected. And, you know, like now to this day, you know, we still both communicate with Gershon, but we do business. This is my brother, man. This is my brother. So like we talk about, man, it's 80% mindset, 20% skill set, the mindset. And even though like my background mindset is 20% skill set, man. And it's like, you know, even though we have different walks of life, you know, I'm born and raised in New York. Many cousins, uncles in the streets, did time. You know what I mean? Good friends of mine that he knows of right now, that I went to high school with, playing football together since we was 10 years old. In high school, we took a different path. I went to college, they went to streets, they went gang banging, but we back together. We came back around and we back together, working together now, doing business together now, inspiring each other now, because we had the same mindset. We were daggone dogs in the sandbox playing football together. Like game recognizes game, real recognizes real. It's the mindset. And we done came back together. They got their situation right. And it's like, yo, we here. Let's go.
You talked about leaving people. You talked about people saying, yo, Champ left me behind. I can't leave you behind, because you got legs like me. That's what Jameel's saying. The mindset.
And when you change that mindset, you're going to catch up with me. We're going to end up at the same path. Because as long as you get your stuff together, if I'm going this straight path, and you make a left turn, or you make a right turn, and I'm going, and the moment you get back, like, you know what? Damn, look at my brother all the way down there. What can I do to get back on track? You feel me? When you get back on track, when you get that mindset ready, your brother gonna be meet up with you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
you're gonna meet up right there. Like, yo, I understand you went out there. I know what you want to do. Thank God you realize you take the responsibility of your action. You accept what you did. You're accountable for what you did. You realize what you did. So you know what? Help me, brother. Let's get this.
Hey, it's crazy because you talk about paths and how Jameel basically stayed on the sidewalk. They went to the street. But eventually, because of their mindset shift and who they already were, I think sometimes, bro, it be DNA in us already where we wasn't supposed to be doing what we was doing in the first place. That's how we come up out of it. Eventually, something clicks, right? So something clicked with Jameel's homeboy, and now they met like this. And it's natural. It's a natural occurrence. Because it's like this. Everybody who's bullshitting, excuse my language, is working off the same blueprint and navigation. Everybody who succeeds with success being in moments, right?
Yeah.
They working off the same blueprint.
Yeah.
So this is why you and your boys was able to.
Absolutely.
This is why me and you was able to, and me and Champ was able to, because that's why. Like minds is gonna real recognize real.
Attract one another.
You
Absolutely.
see what? Yeah, bro. It was all about the mindset, bro. The mindset got us right here at this moment.
So, bro, what I want to ask you too, right? Is somebody out there, is a kid out there, somebody out there coming home, somebody out there have the same DNA we have, but they're lost. They have that hunger. They have that hunger, but what they're missing is that what they're slacking is that they're missing that information, they're missing that knowledge. They're missing that resources. They're missing that trust. You know what I'm saying? That brotherhood. Because everybody out here selling stuff. People out here scamming people. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody to trust. I mean, they got kids, they got brothers that out here that want to learn, that want to be great. That want to be like, damn, brother, I want you to teach me. I want to provide for my family. I want to be like you. I want to get on that same path. What do you offer? You know what I'm saying? What can you say to them right now and say, yo, come to me, I got this, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that?
Well, the first thing,
No, go ahead.
well, the first thing I would say is, if I'm doing it, you could do it. That's the first thing. It's just that simple. It's no more complex or complicated than that. If I could do it, if this man could come home after serving the time he served and turn himself into a business, if this man could come over now and be hitting me talking about stocks and what he trying to do because he got the bags coming in, right? You can do it too, man. 9th grade education, every ghetto you can imagine, mother welfare, Section 8, you know, 3 kids, no dad.
Yeah.
But then you got my brother over here. He went to college. He worked at the prestigious places, and we met at the same place. So this is living proof right here that if I could do it, you could do it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he got his own circumstances and backgrounds, but they wasn't like mine. You know, so that's what I would say. If we can do it, you can do it too.
I would say this, man, like trading and investing, it's a hard way to make an easy living. You know, we don't want to work for our money all the time. We want our money to work for us. And in the public perception, the media perception is that, you know, it's difficult to do. It's really not. It's really, you know, getting with us. We simplified this thing in a practical, systematic manner where that, you know, somebody with a 9th grade education, my guy who I met up with, that I went to high school with, dropped out of school, getting him tutelaged up, you know, anyone can do this if you have the right mindset. It's all about taking that mindset, having that mindset that, one, you could do it, 2, there's people that look like me that have done it, that came from similar circumstances, and, you know, locking in, planning to work, and working the plan.
That's
One
it.
trade away.
One trade away.
And another thing, man, aside from everything else, you have to be a professional decision maker. That's the first thing I became. I had to decide to fight that case because there was a lot of people that didn't decide to fight theirs. I had to decide to study the markets and economics. I had to decide to get with Jameel and digest some of the things that he taught me that now allow me to snatch money out the market every day. Champ, I just had you on the phone the other day.
Yeah.
He saw a trade live. This is what we do every day. You know, we just built the community out of this, man. We came together. We got 2 other partners, and we just came together. Shout out to Lon, shout out to Ivan Lee Jackson, shout out to Wrestling Collective. Yeah, man, we just came together with an idea, man, to bring this thing to a forefront because of the misconception or the false belief out there that this thing is not for us, or this thing ain't for minorities, it ain't for blacks, it ain't for me, I'm poor. It's for anybody. You have to make the decision to do it. That's it. We got you the rest of the way.
You just need the information. The information, you need the correct information, and that's what we have, and that's what we provide in our community and the people. The information, the correct information.
That's right.
Based on our experience.
So guys, if you listen up out there, man, they have the best information. You know what I'm saying? And the second thing my brother tell me, if they could do it, you can do it. If they can do it, you can do it. It don't matter. It don't matter you ain't have a high school diploma. It doesn't matter you ain't go to college. It doesn't matter the community that you grew up in, the neighborhood you grew up in. It doesn't matter what type of country you come from, the 3rd world country you come from. What's matter is you gotta have that hunger in you. What matter, you have to have that right mindset. You gotta be willing to be teachable. You gotta be willing for somebody to teach you. You gotta be willing to accept, to learn. You gotta be willing to accept failure. You gotta be willing to learn from failure. You gotta be willing to understand that, yo, my brothers, they got the knowledge, and I'm willing to change my lifestyle. I could change my mindset and leave and stop believing that, oh, nah, this for the other people, this ain't for me. You know what I mean? I don't got the right qualification. I don't got the right skills. I don't have the right tools. I don't have the right system. You know what I'm saying? Cut it out. Enough is enough.
Don't make excuses to not do it. Make excuses to do it.
All right, so boom. I'm here with the collective, man. One trade away. July 17th. July 17th, man. Follow these guys and give them your information. Where can these people find you, bro?
Hey, listen, follow us at Successes Collective on IG. You can follow Jameel at Coach Jameel on IG. You can follow me, Santino the Only Option on IG or Wise Money Academy. Also Wise Money TV on YouTube. We here, man. We everywhere. And we're a community, man, and you know, we looking for strong-minded individuals that's ready to tap opportunity on the shoulder because it's standing around all of us. The difference in who it invite itself to is the mentality.
And if you don't have that strong mind, if you feel like you are lacking that strong mind, we definitely have the community that could build you up.
Guys, you got it, man. Follow my brother, man, and it's your boy NDO Champ, man. See you guys July 17th to the 18th, right?
Yes.
No, July 17th to the 21st.
Oh, so we got a whole stretch. The 17th to the 21st, man. Tune in, lock it right now. It is your boy NDO Champ. One trade away, man. You one trade away from being a millionaire, man. Don't miss your opportunity. Lock in. Appreciate you, brother. Chopping it up with me, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yo.